Alright, now the exciting stuff. Overwatch Esports has released its official plans for 2025, so let's break it down. First things first is the new season format. As a quick reminder, this year for NA and EMEA, we had 4 stages with a LAN in the middle followed by a break, and a LAN at the end. Asia was similar, but with only 2 stages instead. However, that's all been reworked, as here's what Blizzard shared with us. OWCS 2025 will have 3 stages across the globe and feature 3 international live events. The first stage will kick off with an open qualifier in January, followed by a regular season with the top 8 to 12 teams, depending on the region, and then a regional tournament that will qualify select teams for the international live events. So what that means is that now EMEA, NA, and Asia are all on basically the same format, which will make things way easier to follow. Plus, the addition of an extra live event means that every stage will have a sick finals to close it. Now, before we talk about the next big change, we have to cover how FACEIT factors into this. Previously, OWCS was operated on FACEIT's platform, but the FACEIT leagues were their own thing that didn't really have any connection to OWCS, which meant that teams would actually be splitting their time, potentially playing in both. In this new system, the FACEIT leagues have basically replaced the path to pro, and they're now the stairway to make it into OWCS. So if you're comparing it to the old system, FACEIT Open, Advanced, and Expert take the place of what Open Division was. The FACEIT Master Series is actually what Contenders was, but unlike the old system, if you're good enough in the Master Series, you can actually make it straight into the top level of competition. And that brings me to my next point. Overwatch Esports is finally introducing promotion and relegation. If you followed OWL, there's a good chance you've heard this discussion before, but for anyone who's unaware, here's what it means. The bottom 2 teams of OWCS can actually move down that ladder and back into FACEIT Masters, whereas the top 2 of Masters can actually claim their spots in OWCS. This means 2 big things. First, OWCS will now have a much more consistent set of teams, which has been a big thing for people. It's hard to find a team to get attached to when the players and the teams constantly change. But now we'll see much less of that, since OWCS doesn't reset after each stage. Much like OWL, you can now confidently track the games and the progress of your favorite teams. Secondly, and unlike OWL, they've solved the issue of teams going an entire year maybe without winning a game. Now, if you're not good enough to hang with the big dogs, you get replaced. Simple as that. That means that the lower skilled teams will be that much more motivated to play hard and keep their spots. So as a whole, everything here is super exciting.